about is there's an organization over in Iran.
Right.
It's called MEK.
Right.
Located in Iraq right now.
And,
some of them, right.
And what they are anti-Iranian government.
Which means they're on our.
They're our friends.
White House. They're on our side.
Right.
So
see, they're anti-Iranian government. They're on our side. And
we need to protect them and help them. And you know what? You know, this is not a story you're going to see anyplace else but Fox. Why isn't anybody picking this story up?
Because the State Department has done a tremendous fog job on this, in which they have made it appear as if these people are terrorists. It is true.
And they were on a terror list
way back,
a while back.
They opposed the Shah. They helped overthrow the Shah. When the Ayatollah turned to religious regime, they turned on the Ayatollah. They've been opposing the regime since 1981, 1982. Yeah. The head of this group is a woman. They believe in women's rights. Believe in a non-nuclear Iran. Thank you. They have a considerable amount of resources inside Iran. They're probably the source of most of our information that has contradicted the lies of the Iranian government. That
Didn't
they
tell us about the Natanz nuclear facility?
Right. They told us about that. There was a false report about they had stopped enriching uranium. They put out that false report. They're probably our best source of information inside Iran. There are about 3,000 of them that are trapped in Iraq.
So why aren't we
getting
helping
killed.
them?
Right. We promised we would, though, right? We promised.
How about in
2003.
We promised in writing to protect them.
I can get you the colonel who commanded that base. He'll get on here. He might even start crying when he tells you, I gave a promise for my country, and 100 of these people have been killed right now because Maliki, and this is the story.
Who's in the U.S. right now.
Maliki is working for Iran.
Right. So
Maliki is a client of Iran. They're both Shiites.
When he left, he had no choice.
Maybe he had no choice. Maybe he did have a choice. In any event, he is effectively now Iran. He has tied himself up. He's a Shiite. They're Shiites. They're killing Sunnis left and right. Plus, they've killed 100 of these people. We owe them a promise in writing. They should be moved immediately to the United States. We should send over airplanes, bring them to the U.S. And a number of senators and congressmen have demanded that the president cut off aid to Iraq until that's done, including Senator McCain, Lindsey Graham, Bob Menendez,
Mr. Mayor,
Republicans and Democrats.
You're not read in. We're not read into the high value information, but we know there's a lot of pressure now in the U.S. Senate to support the president as he decides to pull back and not inflict Iran with the next series of sanctions. What's your thought on that?
Well, there's also a lot of pressure in the other direction, which I agree with. I think this is the time to up the sanctions. What got them there in the first place? What got them there in the first place, meaning to the so-called bargaining table, is the tremendous amount of pressure we put on the sanctions that the president opposed. He had to be brought into that kicking and screaming to do the very heavy sanctions. Well, maybe he should see that strategy works. The sanctions should be increased until and unless they completely take a step back and assure us that they're actually doing it. Plus, they should have these people released. They should not be killing innocent people. And we should finally do something for our friends, because we are spending all our time helping our enemies and double-crossing our friends.
Amen. All right. Rudy Giuliani, Mayor, thank you very much.